Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to another episode of Warplan Orange. 23rd of December, 1926. About to roll over into the next year. Get things rolling. See how our orders for last turn turn out. I think most of our immediate future is moving the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th U.S. divisions up into Oahu and set them up to be part of a massive sea lift, drop them all off on Wake at the same time. I'm expecting quite a fight for Wake. Aha, there's the 4th Japanese destroyer. A lot of our capitals are in for repairs though. Okay, so subs and ASW fighting each other. There's our air attack. Managing hits. A hit. How useful is that on a heavy cruiser? Speaking of, Dreadnought Group has found the Aoba, opening up at 22,000 yards. The Aoba is the main threat. Task forces break off early. Really do need to check the Japanese ships surprise the British. Need to check who the commander is of this group. I haven't been doing much of that. Also need to do a review of what ships, aircraft, and land units we're going to be getting here soon. Might have set them to more cautious commanders, just because there were a lot of Japanese ships up in this area recently. Oh, brutal losses. All right, 24th of December. Nothing on the west coast. Have a number of transports ready down there. Still have those subs going at it. Let's go ahead and replenish. How are the rest of these? Alright, the endurance is starting to go down. So we'll move up the line, replenishing as we go. We done at Woche yet? No. Keep the battleship there. It's going to take a while for this transport to move up, especially at 10 knots. Checking on Singapore. Nothing there. Singapore, Singapore, Singapore. What? Why are you going that way? I told you to go to Manila. I'll get the destroyers into Apari. See if they can find the enemy submarines. No retirement. Stay where you are. Your ammunition is fine. In fact, you might be able to replenish here. Plenty of supplies, not a lot of fuel though. Looks like this next turn we may have some reinforcements. Wondering if I really should just set it to defensive and wait for the rest of these guys to show up. I expected the Japanese to crumble at some point. We have the base, we have the supplies, they don't. They have to run out at some point, don't they? I'm going to continue the attack, regardless. So these guys are set for 4,000, 5,000. Set them both to 5,000. Torpedo squadron will set to 5,000. So hopefully they'll all combine together. I can't move them up, can I? Naga, Bataan, Lingayen. None of those are really where I want them to be. A lot of heavy cruisers. Right, I think that takes us to the end of the 24th. If the Japanese were hoping for a short victorious war, they have now failed. No getting home by Christmas. So we'll probably see a night action here up at Apari again. Couple destroyers. Crossing their T, that's good. So I think we've got number 31 for sure. Question is whether we can hit the Kua as well. Torpedoes in the water, ineffective. Alright, starting to open up. Forgot to check the commander over here. It's alright, I don't think it's a big deal. They're managing hits, and if we encounter a lot of capital ships, the Dreadnought will be beleaguered. And I don't mind a defensive commander. The defensive commander just means for things like this, okay, we hit them for a couple rounds and then we retreat. That's okay by me. I'm putting them into a risky situation. I don't want to. I don't want to overuse them. So we're up to a casualty rate of, I think, 7 Japanese destroyers over the last few days. Possibly 8. Some of those presumed, just because they took heavy damage. Doesn't mean they did sink. I think this one's pretty much done. I don't think we need to sit here and watch it. Yep, is sunk. No effective return fire. Oh! Managed to torpedo a destroyer. That is a bold move. Missing the destroyers. That's alright, bombs are cheap. The ASW patrol is found. This will probably go bad for ours, since ours are more sub-hunters. Seems to be going well, though. A busy turn. Yeah, we've managed to moderately damage 2 of the destroyers. Oh, we lost the Warwick. But they lost the Inuki. Yeah, the ones that got torpedoed. That makes sense. Early destroyers. 1 torpedo is usually enough. We actually have additional troops into Vigan. I don't think they'll participate today. Tomorrow they will. 2-1, and we got favorable casualties for a change. That's nice. Good news is we can get replacement squads. They can't. Let's load up troops. Looks like we got the... Nope, there's the 2nd U.S. Division. Maybe finish grabbing them. Retirement allowed. Unload cargo. Head for Pearl Harbor. And load troops. Start on the 3rd U.S. Division. That'll take care of the Pacific Coast. Let's get these guys replenished. They've still got a little bit of fuel left. Other ones are almost there. Palmyra, then we have the Marshalls. Are you guys done yet? That's alright, it's 139 supplies, I don't care. Let's go grab the troops out of some of the other islands. Bring them up to Woche. May even pull them out of Jaliet, but we'll get the fuel moved up to Woche if we're gonna stage out of Woche now. Speaking of, don't I have a... No, I took them out. I sent them home. That's right. Some of the other transports that I had sitting in there. Alright, what do we have? Indian brigades, UK infantry, fighters, fighter bomber, AA engineers. Grab the UK brigade. Bring them up to Manila. Don't tell me the... Really? I'll fire you, Blackwell. Go to Manila. And you guys don't need to be retreating either. Where are the destroyers? I don't think we have a lot to spare in Manila. No. I have been curious about this commander. Slatin. Leadership, inspiration, decent. Can't really check all of his stats right now though. Alright, let's generate one more turn and we'll see how things go. Oh, I forgot to allocate the new troops to the Vigan attack. It's alright, we'll have one more formation there by tomorrow, I believe. Commander of CH-14 is very aggressive. Alright, we found something. Looks like there are cruisers involved. Yep. I didn't see who had the advantage, but it's at 2,000 yards. Not good. Torpedoes would be a big factor of this one. Looks like the Japanese had the advantage from the beginning, taking some heavy hits. Now I'm going to tell the Dreadnought formation to go home. Home to Manila. Any severely damaged ships like the Albany and Shannon look like they're going to need to be sent on to Singapore for repairs. The Singapore shipyards are going to be very busy. I hope we don't lose the heart. We need every destroyer we can out here. Which I may think about sending a destroyer squadron from Pearl Harbor. Send it down through the Marshalls over to the Philippines. I even send a relief squadron down to the Philippines. Some more modern ships. I like having the US fleet off of Wake though. I'm gonna leave them there. Maybe I can send some of the battle cruisers. Okay, we're opening up range. This has been a very disadvantageous combat though. This definitely puts... I think this is the last nail in our being very aggressive north of Luzon. I'm going to need to rest and repair now. Which means they're going to be bombarding us, which is really annoying. The Amagi sinks, yes. Took a while, because I think we got 2 torpedoes into her. So it's kind of surprising that that was enough. There's our attack at Vigan. And we're back to the usual. We are whittling them down. They're down to 12,000 troops. No guns, no vehicles. Alright, how are we looking over here? Still loading, so nothing on the Pacific coast. What do we have in Pearl Harbor? Lots of destroyers. Lots of battleships. So let's just take a look. Eliminate the support ships, please. A lot of the battleships are still repairing. Langley's still repairing. I have a few battleships that are ready to go. A whole bunch of destroyers. Our replenishment ships are good to go. Load up on fuel. And then head out to here. Manage task force. And then send them up. I'll probably set this one to go back and get supplies. Although supply-wise, I think we're sitting pretty well. Well, looks like some of them have used it a little bit. It won't hurt to send for some supplies. They don't use that much fuel, just station keeping. So let's load troops. Offload them in Wotje. Before I forget, grab our troops and set all to attack. Especially now that we have fresh troops out there. Finally, the Indomitable's going back to a reasonable place. Dreadnought's headed back with what's left of those in good shape. Yeah, we'll auto disband this group once they get back. These ones, that's enough damage Let's send them on to Singapore. They can disband when they get there. Just in case they retire. And we have Mine Lair. Heart is not dead. That is surprising. I should probably rearrange some of the submarines. Seems our screen is developing a few holes. Or our blockade. The screen is really this stuff and this stuff. What I have around the home islands, that's more of a blockade. I think that sets us up for now. What else do we have here? Just a couple heavy cruisers. No, a couple light cruisers. They're in good shape though. Okay, and with that, I think we're at the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.